What's up guys, it's Fred again from Influencer Unchained, and today's video is actually a follow-up to my previous video in which I talk about Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, or KDP, which is a website that anybody can sign up for literally and can actually make money completely for free using that method. And in case you have yet to watch that video, which will be linked in the description box of this one, here is just a brief rundown. So first of all, Amazon KDP is a website of Amazon's obviously, on which people can actually upload their book creations, which can either be written books like novels, or can actually be so-called low content books such as notebooks, crossword puzzles, things like planners, and so on and so forth. And so in my previous video, I actually go through exactly how I can create a professional looking notebook to sell on Amazon. And as you can see on my Amazon KDP account dashboard, we already have this book submitted for review. And here it actually says that it is paperback because it indeed is different from an ebook where it's completely digital. Whereas this one is actually going to get fulfilled by Amazon when people order it to be produced and then physically shipped to, whoever buys it.
Of course!
And since this particular video is going to be covering an alternate method, I do highly recommend you go back and watch this video for this completely free method where I use all these tools to essentially generate a notebook for us very, very easily. And with that, before we get into today's video, it would be awesome if you guys could just very gently smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel for more cutting edge videos about making money online and digital entrepreneurship just like this one. Plus, you can also check out my investing channel as well. Alrighty, so for today's method, I'm actually going to be diving a bit deeper into this software called Bookbolt, which also has their own website with browser-based free tools such as the free KDP no content book interiors tool, which I actually showcased in my previous video, which as you can see here is used to generate essentially interiors for all these different types of low content books such as notebook paper, bills tracker right here, a career plan, to-do lists, and many different types of this, templates for you to use for your book. And by the way, some of these so-called interiors are actually locked if you have a free account, but because I actually have a paid account, I actually have access to all of these different ones. But even without its premium templates, you should still be able to create a lot of different types of notebooks and planners to sell on Amazon. Anyhow, coming back over to Bookbolt's main software and our method for today, first of all, they have their trend research tool, which is extremely helpful for identifying winning trends and products that are already on Amazon. And then if I scroll down, they have a bunch of other functionalities such as you can see here, again, this is product research and listing optimization. If I scroll down, they also have their own built-in book designer, including their cover designer, as well as this generator and even another advanced generator where you can actually mix and match different types of pages within your notebook or planner, which is very, very useful.
Nice.
And beyond that, if I just scroll down further, they even have their own puzzle book and different types of activity books generator, such as you can literally just create different types of Sudoku and like mazes books and even crossword puzzles and things like that, and coloring books using their proprietary software. And then finally, if I scroll down, they actually make listing on the Amazon KDP platform a lot more efficient as well. Using their special Chrome plugin, you can literally just list a bunch of books at the same time, and it'll actually save you a lot of time instead of actually just going through Amazon itself to do everything one by one. Alright, so jumping straight into Bookbolt's dashboard, we can first of all see that they have a lot of tutorial videos for each of their different functionalities, which will make it really easy for you because this actually guides you through step by step exactly how to use each tool, right? And just to point out a few of these that I think are the most useful. First of all, if you look towards the left here, we have the products link here, which actually takes us to their product research tool. And let's say for this demo that our plan is to create some kind of planner, no pun intended, or journal or notebook related to 2021. And so here my keyword is indeed 2021. However, some of the books that show up here aren't actually related to what I want to create because these are more specific to different types of things. Here is one planner, but it's not really the same or not really what I'm looking for. And so what I can actually do is to go to the far right here where it says related keywords and actually look for ones that have been suggested that might be related to or an extension or are an extension of my original keyword. So some of these might actually be pretty helpful that I can just click on. For example, I can do this first one, click on it. All right, here I actually have to click on search. So definitely do remember to hit search again here to actually queue up the new keyword. And so with that, this is actually the new keyword that's been punched into my results. So if I just scroll down, we will see indeed that these are monthly planners for 2020 or whatever years they're specified for, right? Some of them are not necessarily for 2021 per se, but we can still refer to some of these that are actually doing the best on Amazon right now and actually just get inspiration from some of these notebooks or planners to create our own. And what you can also do here is check out some of the product reviews. And to do so, you can just click on the Get Product Reviews link right underneath the title here. So for example, if I just hit this, you just have to wait a while and it'll actually show you the how many stars this got on Amazon. And then if I just scroll up, we actually have already that I've already processed. So originally I was looking at this to sort of imitate or perhaps get inspiration from, but because of its sort of subpar reviews, I've decided to move on to some different ones, such as this one actually has 88 ratings at 4.5 stars. So this is actually doing really well. And also this one up here is also at 4.5 stars and it has over 600 ratings. So I think I'm gonna probably try to do something related to a budget planner and with sort of a witty name like this one. And by the way, if you just click on any of the titles of these listings, you can actually open up their actual Amazon page. So for example, this one, we can just check out some of the details of. For example, if we just look at the interior, we can see that it's exceedingly simple. This is actually the back covers, which has a preview of the interior, which I think is very clever. So we can actually possibly do that as well. And if I just scroll down, there's not too much in terms of, you know, what you actually have to look out for. It's quite straightforward actually. It's just that the design is just subtly very cool, so we're just gonna do something similar here. And with our book design already in mind, we can actually move on to the next step, which is to create our actual cover and interior for our low content book. So for that, I'm actually gonna go to the Create tab over on BookBolt. To access it, you can just go to the left here and switch from Research to Create. And by the way, earlier we were indeed on the Research tab, of which there are already a lot of different types of tools, and I've only showed you one, which is the Products tool. But anyway, coming back over to the Create tab here, they actually have 3 different tools here. The first one being Puzzle Whiz, which I'll actually show you later on in this video, which is for creating and generating puzzles like Sudoku and crossword puzzles and mazes and things like that very easily. But for now, we're actually going to go to the BookBolt designer. So this will actually allow us to open up a sort of Canva-esque book cover designer. Now the first thing you want to do on your designer is to specify the dimensions and your page count of your book. And so just going by what they have here, I'm going to do 8.5 inches by 11 inches with 100 pages. So here I can just select for my, let's see, trim size, I'm going to go with here 8.5 by 11 inches. And then for my paper color, I can just go with whichever one. I can do, I guess, white. And then for my page count, I just punch in 100 because this will actually increase the bridge size, which is the side of the book, depending on how large or how many pages your book has, right? So I'm just gonna hit submit here. And with that, I can get right to designing my book cover using all these tools on the left side here, which is kind of similar to Canva. But one crucial difference is that all the assets that are on BookBolt are indeed royalty free, which means that you can use them in your book covers without having to worry about any sort of copyright issue. Whereas on Canva, some of the assets that they have are sort of iffy licenses, which means that you may or may not be able to use all of them, even the free ones, in your designs, especially on Amazon, which is a more strict platform.
A few moments later.
And with that, my book cover is now done using only assets from BookBolt itself. And although it could use maybe a little bit more fine-tuning, it's not too bad if I must say so myself. And the way I did it was just, first of all, I did my background by going over to, let's see, images, and then just typing in something like floral and finding this floral pattern that I just clicked on to use. I used it twice actually because as you can see, this pattern is in a square, so I had to connect 2 squares to create a rectangular one. And then for the text here, the title here, I actually just first of all went to shapes and then just dragged in 2 rectangles, changed their colors, resize them, and then finally for my text, I went to load more fonts and I just added in some of the fonts I liked. Most notably actually this one called Permanent Marker, as you can see down here. And then let me actually move myself. So this one on the bottom left is called Permanent Marker, and it's the font that I used. And I just typed in the stuff here, and with that I can just simply go to download on the top left to just get this PDF file. Alright, and as you can see, this is our optimized and correct dimensions, by the way. PDF cover file that is already ready for upload to Amazon. And for the next part, we're just gonna have to create our interior. And fortunately, this is actually one of the easiest steps. All I have to do is I can either go here and click on Interior Pro on the top left here to open up, their interior designer tool. So I can actually here specify the type of pages that I want. So for example, on my first page, I can just do even a title page or whatever, or like a table of contents if I have to, or I can literally just click like 100 pages right here and just select the type of planner that I want, right? And then just do the 100 pages all filled with the same type. And if I just quickly scroll through this, we'll see that there are a lot of different types of templates that you can use and different types of books that you can actually sell on Amazon with these different types of designs. So for example, we even have like recipe book, body progress tracker, body measurement tracker. This probably is going to be a really good one. And then we also have scuba diving journal, kind of random, but it could be good to niche down among other things. However, the one we're going to be doing for today's demo is going to be, if I just scroll back up, the let's see, the bills tracker right here. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this and have it be populated throughout all 100 pages. And finally, all I need to do is just scroll all the way down to where it says download, and also remember to change my dimensions back to what I want it to be, which is 8.5 by 11 inches, and I can simply just hit download. Alright, and with both our 100-page interior as well as our book cover taken care of, this is now actually ready to be uploaded onto Amazon KDP, if we decide to go that direct route, that is. Because with BookBolt, there actually is a slightly faster way to do so, which I'll actually get to in just a bit. So first, I'm actually going to come back over to the BookBolt creation tab, and then this time I'm actually going to hit up the puzzle whiz to just show you what it can actually do. So with that, I actually have to log in again, but here we have Puzzle Whiz, and as you can see on the far left here on the menu, there are different types of puzzles that you can straight up generate using this tool. For example, if I want to do a bunch of pages of Sudoku puzzles, I can literally just, again, specify my size, which is 8.5 by 11 inches, select how many pages I want. Let's say, I don't know, 100 pages might be too much. Let's do 20 pages. And then for my font and whatever, I can just pick whatever I want. And then for the type of Sudoku, I can do 9 by 9. Difficulty, I can do hard, I suppose. And then for these checkboxes down here, I usually suggest just ticking them all, because you obviously want to include solutions within your book, right? So then people can actually, see if they got stuff correct. And then you can just basically tick everything and hit submit. And then after it loads for a while, up here, it'll actually give you the download link. So it'll first say that the document's being processed, and just wait a little bit while it does so. And then eventually it'll actually allow you to download. The link will actually show up right where this sentence is. So once it's done loading, I can just hit up this link here to open up my essentially Sudoku booklet. As you can see, there are a ton of puzzles on here, which is pretty cool, I guess. And then so there are a lot of different possibilities you can use or you can do with Puzzle Whiz. You can even generate different Sudoku puzzles. You can do different types of puzzles, crosswords, word search, cryptogram, etc. So there are a lot of different things that you can actually make with this that you can sell on Amazon KDP, right? Which is really cool. And for example, I have here another Sudoku puzzle. I have a maze even. They even do this kind of stuff. So this, I think, is kind of neat.
It's only a game.
And again, the best way to make the most money possible on Amazon KDP would be to create and list as many products as possible, which can be very much helped by using a platform such as BookBolt, including Puzzle Whiz, right, which is under BookBolt. So for example, with Puzzle Whiz, you can constantly create a bunch of these different, types of books. And then also with BookBolt itself, you can do product research, look at what's been selling, just create a bunch of similar products and related products to that, and also use the free, cover generator plus the interior generator to just basically mass produce a bunch of products for yourself. And the thing with BookBolt is that if you want to sign up for an account, I actually have an exclusive discount for my subscribers and viewers only. Just type in Influencer Unchained at checkout to get 20% off. And if you want, you can even just sign up for their free trial, and during the trial create bulk designs for a bunch of stuff and just sell them on Amazon, right? And then after the trial, you can decide whether or not you want to continue. But you will already have had a bunch of stuff to work with. Either way, the link to this BookBolt website will be in the description box below. And if you then decide to purchase it, remember to use my coupon code Influencer Unchained.
Why make trillions when we could make billions?
Finally, as promised, I'm going to talk about how BookBolt makes the uploading process to Amazon a lot faster and easier. So the first thing you do to access it is to go to your profile on the top right. Let me move my screen first of all. So as you can see here, we have this icon on the top right. And for this, from here, you want to select, let's see, BookBolt Lister, okay? And with that, you'll actually be taken to this Chrome extension link where you literally just download this extension onto your, Chrome browser. And then it actually stores so-called profiles onto the extension so that you can actually just autofill all the stuff, or rather this page, you can just autofill a bunch of this stuff, which is simple enough. Basically, you just enter your book title and your description and your tags and things like that, your keywords. And for your keywords, what you can actually do is just use similar keywords, or for example, there are 7 keywords that are allowed, right? Just use 5 keywords that are the same across most of your products. So just do, for example, 2020 planner notebook, or whatever it is that you're making. So just keep it somewhat consistent and just store all of your settings onto your profile with the extension, and you can just autofill for basically anything that you upload, and just make some small tweaks to, say, the title, maybe some of the description and things like that.
Of course!
And lastly, before you jump into BookBolt Lister straight up, I actually recommend first running through Amazon's own upload process at least once, so that you not only understand what they require, but also just get an understanding of what you can actually upload onto the profile here through filling it out once, right? So basically, you just fill out your first upload with this, and then just copy up all the things that you wrote for it, and then just put that into your BookBolt Lister to then start sort of automating the process from that point onwards. And that is pretty much all I want to cover in today's video. Before we go though, consider checking out my top recommended method for making money online, which is passive income, and that'll be in the first link in the description box below. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it or found it helpful, and remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more cutting edge videos about making money online and digital entrepreneurship just like this one. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.